Oh, can't you see we're running out of time? You gotta lose your mind if you think you're doing fine.
Hey, what's Love Universe? It's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K24 Universe Mode. Welcome back to NXT. On the road to our first NXT special of Season 6. On the road to NXT Great American Bash. I'm going to tell you guys here and now, it's going to be a little bit more of a skeleton crew for NXT tonight. For reference, a new updated tribute came out, which actually required me to wipe my save data, which is very unfortunate. So I lost everything. And tonight, during the NXT Heatwave watch-along, I'm going to be working on fixing my entire save game. But I wanted to make sure members could get their 24 hours early access to this episode. That being said, starting out the show, it is the new NXT North American Champion, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu. Absolutely dangerous man in that ring, and the new wise man of the Forsaken, William Regal, by his side. Jimmy Uso, the NXT champ, not here tonight. Fatu finds himself going head-to-head with JD McDonagh this evening. The Irish ace, JD McDonagh, on his way down to the ring. McDonagh marching down to the ring here. JD McDonagh feels like he's a lamb being led to slaughter now, because Jacob Fatu has been borderline unstoppable. Borderline unstoppable since he arrived in NXT a few months ago. The only person that's been able to defeat him since his arrival has been Trick Williams. So McDonagh and Fatu one-on-one. Here we go. McDonagh immediately taken down with a right hook. Do apologize for the HUD being on there for a moment. Again, I lost everything, so I completely forgot that was going to be there. As now Jacob Fatu kicking the ribs of... Oh! JD McDonagh, super kick to the face now from Fatu. Jacob Fatu getting him back up to his feet now, and Fatu bounces McDonagh off the ring post. Gets him back up to his feet now. McDonagh sent off the ropes. JD McDonagh, power slam from Fatu, and headbutt into the ribs from Fatu. Jacob Fatu picks him back up now, and Fatu grabs McDonagh up on his shoulders now, and Jacob Fatu, oh, drops him. Fatu taking him down now. Jacob Fatu dives out onto him. The North American champion on top right now, Jacob Fatu. Throws him into the barricade. McDonagh goes down again now, and Jacob Fatu grabs onto him. The count of 3. McDonagh sent off the ring post. Count of 4 now. McDonagh getting picked back up to his feet by Fatu, and now Jacob Fatu sends him into the barricade in the corner. 6 count. Swings him back around, and whoa! McDonagh able to post Fatu. 8 count. And Jacob Fatu, clothesline. And now Jacob Fatu. No, McDonagh countering. Fatu ducked him now, and Jacob Fatu, big pounce taking him down. Grabs onto McDonagh now, and JD McDonagh thrown in the corner. Fatu kicked in the face now. McDonagh comes back in, goes for an attempted clothesline. McDonagh Fatu catches him now. Jacob Fatu's got him up. And down. Now JD McDonagh being slammed down by the back of the head repeatedly by Jacob Fatu. Now Fatu scoops him up. Jacob Fatu slams him down again into a cover on McDonagh. Now into the cover. 1, 2, kick out from McDonagh. The referee now starting to notice that turnbuckle pad that Regal took off. And McDonagh goes down. Regal the villain slides on a chair just in case. Oh, super kick again. Oh, Fatu biting the hand now of McDonagh. Jay McDonagh goes down now. Jacob Fatu getting back to his feet, goes for a kick. McDonagh sweeps the leg into a moonsault. McDonagh's got him down now. JD McDonagh back up to his feet now. McDonagh shoved away by Fatu. Samoan drop from Jacob Fatu. And now Jacob Fatu hits the moonsault. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, the North American champion picks up the victory. Fatu puts him down like it's nothing. Absolutely dominates McDonagh in our opening contest. Jacob, William. I think after last week I was just going to go away, go to Raw, stay there and not come back for the championship that you stole from me. The championship that you humiliated me to take away, the championship that I held in a greater reign than anyone before me. Did you think I was going to go away and just leave and be content? I've come back because I want back what is rightfully mine. I want back the North American Championship. I want my shot, my rematch at the championship. My, oh my, look at you, sunshine. You had the golden tickets in your hand, a chance to get out of here, go to Raw, make a name for yourself, and you throw it all away to come back into the crosshairs of the Forsaken. You come back and make yourself an enemy. You make yourself a very powerful set of enemies tonight. You come here and you decide that you want to pick a fight with the Samoan Werewolf, with the Gorillas of Destiny, and with the Tribal Chief. Dear boy, I do not envy what you have brought upon yourself. I do not envy it at all. And just know, me speaking to you is merely a formality because you don't want to know what happens when the werewolf is let off the leash. You want a shot at this North American title, little man? You want to come for what I took? You want to come for what's putting food on the Forsaken's table? You want to try and take this away from us? You want to try and take this from our family, from my 9 kids? You want to take this away from us? I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Rude last week. The only way I'm letting you leave NXT now is in a body bag. You want your rematch? Great American Bash. We do it on my time. And we do it on my rules. I've been fighting the odds the whole time I've been in NXT. That won't change then. Get ready, Werewolf. Because your reign's coming crashing down before it can even begin. I'm not really one for talking, and I think everyone knows that. I don't like to waste time with words. I like to break people's bodies. I like to break their limbs. I like to snap each and every bone like a twig. But why return to NXT? I could have gone anywhere. Why NXT? Well, I came back to NXT Because there are these kids, these children, running around here pretending to be grown men. They need to be taught a lesson in humility. They need to be stretched out. They need to be broken. They need to be humbled. They fly around. They flip. They're trying to get style points. So I'm here to teach them about pure wrestling. Alright, we've got some more singles action coming up next here on NXT. As we are just kind of on the hunt to find out who's going to be the next challengers to Naomi and Julia for their respective championships. Out first, it is Karmen Petrovic making her way down to the ring. An incredible mod here created by, I believe this was a Joe Mashups mod. I believe. It might have been Bia, though. Your Favorite Trash is her username. Check her out on Patreon as well. That sword also modded in. Originally it replaces Cora Jade's kendo stick. I've got it replacing the She-Lady sword from 2K20. But Karmen Petrovic, we've only seen her once or twice here in Ellis Love Universe. Both times we've seen her. She's been teaming up with Natalya. But now she steps up to NXT. We saw her on Monday Night Raw recently, but now steps into the NXT arena. And she looks to try and make her name known, tries to make it known that she wants a shot at either Julia or Naomi for their championships. We'll, of course, also start trying to find out who's going to challenge Toxic Attraction for those NXT Women's Tag Team titles soon. But now here comes her opponent. Here comes Wendy Chu making her way to the ring. I think you kind of know. You kind of know Xander is a little desperate for people to be on the show when Wendy Chu is booked. Because, yeah, as I said, everything got reset. So all of my movesets and entrances for all of my modded people are gone. And you can't just go download entrances. 2K, that's a brilliant idea, though. I'm just saying, community creation for entrance motions. That'd be fantastic. Just saying, you know? Just saying. So, all that's gone. All the movesets are gone. All the overalls are gone. So, I'm doing what I can for this episode to get this episode out for all of you. But either way, we got Karmen Petrovic versus Wendy Chu one-on-one here on NXT. Gotta think the winner could be considered for a shot at either Julia or Naomi at the Great American Bash. We now know our first matchup locked in for the Great American Bash. As Chu puts Petrovic in the ropes, kicks her in the knee. Grabs onto her now, and Petrovic taken down and stomp into the chest from Wendy. Now Wendy Chu kicked in the head by Karmen Petrovic now, and now Petrovic, big kick there, knocks her back, forearm strike, knocking down Chu. Petrovic getting her back up to her feet here. Karmen Petrovic grabs onto her, launches her. No, Chu counters, throws her in the corner. Wendy Chu goes for her now, countered by Petrovic. Karmen firing back at her now, and Karmen Petrovic drop kick into the knee, taking her down. Gets her back up to her feet now, and Karmen Petrovic knee strike, grabs hold of her. Karmen Petrovic pulls her in, kicks her in the ribs, and again, knocking her down into, went for double axe handle, nobody home. Petrovic grabs onto her now, throws her off the ropes, over the top, out to the floor. Of course, we know that Piper Niven has set her sights on the North American Women's title after last week when she laid out Julia. See Piper Niven in action next episode of NXT. Yes. Julia Karmen Petrovic, sends Wendy Chu into the announce table. You can tell that we were just talking about Julia literally a moment ago when I say that. It's Petrovic now taking down Chu, getting her back up to her feet. Karmen Petrovic kicks her in the ribs. Going for midsection shots now on Wendy Chu. Chu now circling the ring here. Comes Wendy Chu. Big drop kick there to Petrovic, knocking her down. Back to her feet now. Big chop there. Countered. Wendy Chu caught with a knee strike. Petrovic counters. Petrovic now. Forearm strike, knocking her down. Alright, with some kicks now, knocking her back here. Petrovic now grabs onto Wendy Chu. Getting her back up to her feet here. Wendy Chu jabbed in the gut. Petrovic now grabbed by Chu. And now Wendy Chu sends her at the ropes. And hip toss, taking her down. Chu grabs onto her now, and Wendy Chu has Karmen Petrovic by the back of the head. Puts her on the ropes here. Grabs onto her, snapmare, takes her down, hits the ropes, and runs over and into a drop kick, knocking her down. Into a cover now, has her in some trouble here. Kick out, though, from Petrovic. Now Wendy Chu caught Petrovic now, taking her towards the ropes. Turn the ropes here now, and Wendy Chu grabs onto her here, takes her down, and stomps her in the chest, knocking down Petrovic. Goes for a moonsault, nobody home. Petrovic out of the way. Petrovic pulls her in and takes her down with an STO into Koji Clutch. Koji Clutch in, trying to make Wendy Chu tap out here. It's locked in. Petrovic wrenching it back in, contorting herself around Wendy Chu's neck as best as she can here. Wendy Chu in some serious trouble here. Petrovic wrenching it in. Petrovic. Elbow strike from Wendy Chu knocks her down. Chu grabs onto her, rolls her over, kicks her in the back. Into a cover now. Kick out, though, again from Petrovic. Chu grabs onto her now, and Wendy Chu scoops her up. Lifts her up, and stun gun takes her down. Off the ropes now, and went for an elbow, nobody home. Petrovic out of the way. Petrovic back to her feet here. Oh, went for the tornado kick, gets caught by Wendy Chu. Chu now taking her towards the ropes, countered. Petrovic knocking her back here. Karmen Petrovic. Got her with the cyclone kick into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Karmen Petrovic picks up the victory. Just like that, Petrovic picks up the victory over Wendy Chu tonight. Big win there for her. We still have plenty of action to come here on NXT tonight as well. You shouldn't be here. Excuse me? I said you shouldn't be here. And you shouldn't be here because your ass got drafted to Raw. Which means it's time for you to leave and leave this place in the capable hands of people like me. We don't need you here anymore. We don't want you here anymore. You had your time in the spotlight, and now it's over. You lost last week. You lost your North American title because you were too far up your own ass to realize it was a bad idea to fight Jacob Fatu after you had already had 3 matches in 48 hours. That's on you, not the Forsaken. You fell for it. I wouldn't, because I know how dangerous they are. I acknowledge our NXT champion. I also acknowledge that one day he's going to find himself in the crosshairs of all ego. But you know what's best for you, Axiom, if that even is your real name? Look at you. You're just a kid. It's time for you to go. Go to Raw. Get out. Make me. Yeah, I will. But first, let me show you how a real champ wins. Well, right into it with our next matchup then, because here he comes. Here is All Ego, Ethan Page, on his way to the ring. Ethan Page telling Axiom, get lost, we don't want you in NXT anymore. Trying to essentially shoo Axiom out of here. Axiom, of course, part of the Raw roster, but he has a contractually obligated rematch for that North American Championship. So Ethan Page making his way down to the ring. And tonight he finds himself going one-on-one with Josh Briggs heading down to the ring. So Josh Briggs has made his way down to the ring. Ethan Page versus Josh Briggs. It's only Ethan Page's second match as part of the NXT roster. Here we go. Shoves Briggs, knocking him back now. Briggs with a massive elbow takes him down. Josh Briggs comes off the ropes and splash to All Ego. Ethan Page goes down now. Josh Briggs grabs onto him. Briggs throws Ethan Page into the corner now, and Josh Briggs grabs onto him, scoops him up, turns him upside down now, and Josh Briggs kick on the head from Ethan Page now, and Ethan Page big kick in the face of Josh Briggs. Now Ethan Page comes back in, shoulder block, knocking him down. Now Page coming back in, big pounce there from Josh Briggs. And then back up to his feet now, Josh Briggs. Page thrown over the top rope. Briggs has him up on the apron now, and Ethan Page tries to ram a shoulder into him now, and Ethan Page. Oh, got him with that one, though. Springboards in. Big cutter there from Ethan Page. And now Ethan Page knocking him back, kicking the ribs. Briggs caught now, and Ethan Page, he might be smaller than Briggs, but Ethan Page is bringing the fight to him. Page knocking him down now. Ethan Page firing away at Briggs here. Page knocking him back again and again. Ethan Page and Josh Briggs exchanging strikes, but Ethan Page with a massive right hook knocks him off his feet. Ethan Page trying to make sure he gets this win here after he just told Axiom to watch and learn. It's Page. Bulldog taking down Briggs. Ethan Page getting him back up to his feet now, and Ethan Page, roundhouse kick knocks him down. Grabs a hold of Briggs now, getting him back up again is Ethan Page. Ethan Page firing away at him again now, knocks back Briggs. Ethan Page coming back in. Josh Briggs with a right hook, pulls him in, and backbreaker from Josh Briggs. Back up to his feet now. Briggs grabs onto All Ego. Over the top rope, out to the floor goes Ethan Page. Kicks him in the leg now. Ethan Page is down. Josh Briggs goes for him. Ethan Page kicking the ribs again, knocking him back. And kicking the head again. Ethan Page now, referee at the count of 2. Ethan Page grabs onto Briggs, throws him back in the ring. Page follows him back in now. Ethan Page kicking away at him now. Ethan Page putting the boots to him now. And Josh Briggs barrels through him again. And now Briggs turns Ethan Page over. Josh Briggs goes for an elbow. Ethan Page out of the way. Ethan Page goes for a kick. Briggs grabs onto him now. And Josh Briggs lifts him up. And slams him down. Into a cover now on Ethan Page. He's down. Kick out, though, from All Ego. Page back to his feet now. Thrown off the ropes. Josh Briggs with a wicked clothesline there. Takes him down. Into a cover now. 1, 2. Kick out from Ethan Page. Massive splash now from Briggs. Briggs has got Ethan Page reeling now. Josh Briggs hits the ropes and went for another splash. Ethan Page again out of the way. And now Ethan Page pulls him in. Ethan Page, double underhook. Butterfly suplex into a backbreaker. And now Ethan Page grabs onto Briggs and bounces him off the turnbuckle. Goes for a kick in the back now. Briggs goes for a boot. Ethan Page punch in the back, swings him around now, and now Ethan Page pulls him in, lifts him up, and Ego's Edge. 1, 2, 3. Ethan Page with the win. Ethan Page gets the win over over Josh Briggs tonight in quick and easy fashion for Ethan Page. And well, he's told Axiom to watch and learn. And I guess that's what just happened. All ego Ethan Page with the victory. Our main event is coming up in just a moment. The official NXT in-ring debut of the Gorillas of Destiny, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. We are just moments away from witnessing the incredible in-ring debut here in NXT of the Gorillas of Destiny. Two of the most dangerous men in the world of professional wrestling. Two men that I tried to have brought here when I was the NXT general manager many, many years ago, but was told by the previous owners of the company that they were too dangerous, that they were too deadly to allow into NXT, to allow into the WWE. But now they are here, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, but that is not the business I am here to address here and now. Now, as you've noticed, Jimmy Uso, your tribal chief, your NXT champion, is not here tonight. And many want to know why I was selected to be his wise man. Well, that is a reason that you will get when your tribal chief and mine, Jimmy Uso, allows it to be given. But what I want to reveal tonight is that your NXT champion, Jimmy Uso, will be here next week to look his next challenger in the eyes, because next week NXT will feature a massive gauntlet matchup where the winner will challenge for the NXT Championship in the main event of the NXT Great American Bash. And I'll tell you here and now, you never know who is going to show up. But now, bear witness to the dominance and destruction of the Gorillas of Destiny. Alright, this is it, your main event of NXT. As here come the Gallus boys to the ring. Mark Covey and Wolfgang. Mark Covey and Wolfgang ready for action tonight. These two big bastards making their way down to the ring. Big matchup for them as they look to try not to fall victim. Try not to become victims, essentially, is the name of the game for these two tonight. Because these two are the unfortunate souls, the unlucky souls, who find themselves as the first ever opponents in NXT of the Gorillas of Destiny, the enforcers to the NXT champion. The two newest members of the Forsaken, Tama Tonga Tonga Loa. The Gorillas of Destiny, these two men have been champions all over the world together. They're former New Japan Tag Team Champions, IWGP Tag Team Champions, former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. Major members of Bullet Club for almost a decade. They were in that group for most of the group's existence, only just leaving the group when they got these NXT contracts. Now they find themselves here in NXT, and you got to think a win here tonight might set them on course for a collision with the monsters of Obafemi and Odyssey Jones, the Great American Bash, in just a few weeks' time. So it is Mark Coffey starting it out with Tama Tonga. Here we go. Tama Tonga out of the gate with a clothesline. Tama Tonga coming in with big shots here. Headbutt, went for it. Coffey grabs him though. Mark Coffey throws Tama into the corner now. Mark Coffey with a jab to the gut of Tama Tonga. And chops him. Tama Tonga, he's down now. Mark Coffey, cover. One, no. Tama kicks out. Tama Tonga throws him into the corner and kicks him in the ribs. Tama Tonga just puts the boots to Mark Coffey now, picking him back up to his feet. Mark Coffey. No, Tama throws him into the corner. Countered by Tama Tonga now, and Tama Tonga, big forearm strike knocking him down. Hits the ropes again, and chop block. Gets him back up to his feet now, and Tama Tonga with Mark Coffey. Whoa, Mark Coffey counters into the corner, uppercut, knocking down Tonga. Now tag made, Wolfgang is in. Wolfgang enters the mix now, Tama Tonga getting back up to his feet. Big jab there from Wolfgang. Tama Tonga counters now, and Tama kicks him in the ribs, pulls him in. Tama Tonga takes him down. Gets him back up to his feet now, and Tama Tonga with Wolfgang into the corner. Went for him, countered. Wolfgang countered now, and now Wolfgang scoops him up now. Wolfgang has got Tama. Taking him towards the corner. Tama Tonga countering. Tonga now hit with a knee into the head. Tonga grabbed by Wolfgang now, and Wolfgang has him up. And cutter from Wolfgang, taking him down. Cover on Tama Tonga. For the one. Kick out from Tonga. Tama still in it now. Now Tama Tonga trying to crawl towards Tonga Loa. These two, the sons of Haku. One of the baddest men in wrestling history. Headbutt from Tonga now. Tama Tonga getting him back up to his feet. Tama Tonga throws him into the corner now of the Forsaken. Tag is made. Tonga Loa in. And now Tama Tonga drop toe hold. Tonga Loa with an elbow into the back. Tonga Loa now standing tall as here comes Mark Coffey back into the ring. Tonga Loa now grabbed by Mark Coffey up on the shoulders. Tonga Loa takes a shot at Wolfgang. Mark Coffey swings him around. Mark Coffey has a hold of him, lifts Tonga Loa up, drops him in the ropes with a stun gun. Goes for him. Tonga Loa comes back in, boots him in the face. Tonga Loa now. Thrown back into the corner now by Mark Coffey now, and Mark Coffey with an uppercut. Gets him down now. Mark Coffey putting the boots to him now. Coffey's got him down. Shout out to Joe Mashups for these Gorillas of Destiny mods, by the way. Always support what Joe does. He's an incredible modder. And overhead belly to belly from Tonga Loa. Now Tonga Loa taken down. Taking down Wolfgang as well. Oh, and Mark Coffey gets slammed down by Loa. Tag is made to Tonga. Tama Tonga. There's the gun stun. Best cutter in the game for the 1, 2, 3. GOD are on top. A dominant victory there for these two. Odyssey Jones, Obafemi, look out, because these two are coming. They are coming for those NXT tag team titles, and I think we all know it. Gorillas of Destiny win. Folks, I do apologize that it felt like a bit more of a rushed episode of NXT. The save data wipe really affected that. This Thursday on TNA, it'll be back to normal. I do promise that. Be sure to tune in to Dynamite tomorrow from Ray. Thursday, we got a huge episode of TNA, the go-home show for Against All Odds. And we also have LAW with a huge premiere, a massive 30-man gauntlet going down there, a precursor to next week's massive gauntlet. Until next time, everybody, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.